All right, welcome back to another episode of Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. I'm going to start with a couple corrections that I have to do sometimes because I mess stuff up. It was 2 episodes ago. There was some confusion, and I kind of stopped to clear things up, and then I said exactly the wrong thing. So actually, I cut that out of the video I uploaded to YouTube, just so no one goes back to figure out what happened and then get the wrong thing. So just a quick recap of some events to fix it, and I have it written down now, so I'm not going to mess it up. The characters arrived in Bryn Shander. It was on Eliasis the 30th, and they left that evening. So while they were away, they've heard the events of the next morning on Eliant the 1st. A dwarven glassblower named Tunok was found dead with a dagger made out of ice through his chest. And it's the most recent of 3 similar murders that we've heard about. Before that was a human shipbuilder in Targos named Randid. And about a month ago was a halfling trapper in East Haven. Her name was Cal. And so a band of traveling merchants named Torgs was reported to be in town during each of these events. And you've heard that they've left Bryn Shander for East Haven on Eliant the 2nd, so that would have been the day after the murder. And they departed East Haven on Eliant the 3rd. And so because of that confusion in the last episode, time got a little wonky. So you had one day that was like an extra long day because we rewound the clock. But I'm not going to do anything to fix it. We'll just say you were super productive that day. And so from there is to finish a quick recap. So the adventurers headed to East Haven. They witnessed a public execution of a wizard named Dazan. Jack was arrested for trying to interfere, but you made a deal to check on some missing fishermen. So Jack was released, and you are now on your way doing that. And so the other thing I'm going to correct is the location of the cave. I have it marked on the map now. Before I had said it was all the way up here by the mouth of the river. Did my ping show? I don't think my ping showed it.
I see your ping, but I don't see it marked on the map.
Yeah, so that's where I said it was, but it's not that far out. Where it actually is where this icon is down here.
I don't see the icons.
You don't see the icons. You might have to. Do you see any icons?
No, hold on. That's probably just a me. Yep, got it. We're good.
Okay. Yeah, so it's not as far away from East Haven as I had previously said. So you guys left East Haven on the morning of the 5th and marched across some of this ice and found your way. You found a rowboat that had basically a bunch of empty ale cans, and there were tracks heading into these caves. You guys scared away some harpies, and that's where we left off. Coming up towards these creepy caves that you can hear the wind blowing through, sounding like a human just moaning is the sound the wind makes.
Perfect.
And to describe that again, it is an 80-foot high cliff, right about at the shoreline. There's 4 caves that you can see. One of them is at water level, and the others are elevated. So there's like a pretty steep, maybe 20-foot climb to get up to some of these caves. And the tracks you're following head towards the one furthest to the right, which is at the water level. All right, and so I'll hand it over to you guys if you guys want to keep going from there. It's pretty dark, so I assume Dewey has dancing lights up or something.
Oh, sure, yeah. Definitely.
Because
they're blue this time.
If I remember correctly, we're ending. It's just past kind of sunset, which is like 3 p.m., 4 p.m., somewhere in there.
Well, I guess we should go in.
I'm guessing this cave has like the proverbial welcome mat for us. I'm sure nothing creepy at all is in here.
No. We said there's tracks, right? So we're following tracks.
Yeah, you can see roughly. It looks like someone wearing crampons had walked through this. So you see little divots in the ice.
On the 4-level one, not the one that's further up.
Correct. So it looks like there may have been like a little like stream or something coming out from the cave that went into the lake, but it's all frozen over at this time.
Okay.
Can you tell me, dancing lights, how much light does that provide?
Light sheds dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Okay.
And they're 4 torch-sized lights, essentially.
Okay. And
or
how far away
combine all 4 to make the form of a humanoid.
Oh. How far away can you move them from yourself?
They can be. I mean, the range is 120 feet.
Okay, that's quite a bit.
They need to be within 20 feet of each other.
Okay.
So like I can have them spread out. Yes, whatever. But I'm assuming they'll just be like, yeah, kind of spread out above us and kind of in front of us.
Okay. And they're all dim light. Okay.
I have blind sight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Well, who wants to go in first?
We kind of look around the entrance and double check it.
Yeah,
is everything I noticed.
Make a perception check.
13.
There's not a whole lot other than what I've already described. So you're kind of walking on the frozen lake towards it. You do see there's kind of an incline up to kind of 3 other cave openings. They range between 20 to 30 feet up above. It does seem pretty like rough. Like you could climb it if you wanted to. It's not like a smooth drop off. So there's plenty of places to climb up. The actual kind of stream coming out appears pretty narrow where it meets the lake, but it seems like it opens up more further into the cave. And it is pretty dark. Yeah, Dewey's lights here are all that's lighting this up.
Should we try to sneak, or is that pointless since we're bringing lights into it? Like someone will see the lights, but...
Oh, I know. And the whole time you hear this woo of just the wind blowing in and out of these caves.
We tell whether that's like actual wind or somebody inside or like...
And going, woo!
it sounds a lot like that, but you're pretty sure it's wind. Can you give me like a marching order? How are you walking up here?
We do moss.
I'll go first then. Jeez.
All right.
Well, you have the light.
I'll go second.
I'll follow.
Okay. I'll be at 1.5.
Okay, so we're going Dewey, followed by Earl, followed by Kashezi, followed by Jack.
Okay.
Is that how we're doing it?
I think so.
And yeah, if
Sure.
you've got your,
Can't be last.
you don't want to be last, so you can just tell me how you're arranged.
Be second. We'll be second alongside Earl.
Okay.
You can rock, paper, scissors it? Is that what?
We'll just side by side. Piece it together.
I'll say as Jack kind of comes up next to Earl, you notice something smells a little weird. And Earl, you smell this too. It's something you've smelled before. It's like this gross fungal body odor, kind of mixed with sulfur. And you notice there's someone else walking with you. And you hear a voice say, "Well, it is delightful watching mortals walk to their peril."
So this
And
is just
no, all of you hear it.
Okay.
And if you look, you can turn and you can see. I will just bring it up on the map as soon as I can. Oh, there we go. And activate the map.
Ooh.
Wait for it to load.
Suspense.
Taking a while to load. Nice. There we go. So here, this is just the edge of the map to the left. To the left is the hall of Lac Dinneshere. And from your light, you guys are heading down towards this opening to the south. But right behind Earl, you see kind of a large man with purple skin and all of these like tendrils coming out of his face with like barbs at the end. This is a bearded devil.
Okay.
You recognize this person quite well.
Oh no. Crud. Okay.
And so yeah, it's like he says it's fun watching mortals walk willingly to their peril, but I think there are other things you'd be useful for. So I'd rather you not perish today. And are you guys just standing there listening to him?
Do we
or-
just like
We all see this person.
Yeah, you see him there. He's standing kind of like right up behind Earl next to Kashesi.
like
Okay, I'm gonna
I
jump.
And I think Earl would say, well, I'm glad you finally made an appearance.
I think like Dewey is like ready to like get like has like rapier out, like what, like who the hell's like this guy, and then when you say something, I'm gonna like look at you and like look at him and be like,
And I'm going to say, wait. Wait. So I have this traveling buddy. It's not what it looks like.
And
You
yeah,
want to introduce yourself?
looking closer, you see he's got pointed ears, scaly skin. He's got a tail. He's got claws. Yeah, clearly a devilish fiend. Yeah, I can. I've got the generic artwork I can put in chat. He looks about like that.
uh-huh.
Oh, I like the blood on the sword.
Yeah, it's a good ornament there. And he'll basically like, we don't need any pleasantries. And he'll basically just go on and say, the guardian of this cave is a foe you can't defeat. Don't fight it. Find its master. And when you're done with that, when you're done wasting your time here, he turns and points across the lake. And he's like, there's something more interesting over there. And you can see on the other shore of the lake, if I'll bring up the other map. Switch maps again. We were just there, but we're going to go back. On the other shore of the lake, you can barely see up on a hill, up about here, there is a light. Let's have someone just make a survival check.
Ah, crap. 5.
That's enough. You from where you are and what you've seen of the maps of the region, you recognize that as Caer Dineval. It's the castle on the lake. And Crayback says, what you find in there, you won't like. You will consider them enemies, but they are your best opportunity to defeat the real evil of this land. And then he disappears.
Earl will just kind of say this to himself out loud. At least he provides useful information this time. And then he kind of like shakes his head and looks at everybody and says, that's the person that's the demon that you all have seen me talking to. It's not, I don't just talk to myself. Promise.
Oh, really?
The pieces are coming together. Although I feel
That's
like
crazy.
there's more questions than answers now.
He is a guest as I try to figure out how to save my brother and nephew. He's tagging along for the ride.
Oh,
Likes to
How long
pop
is he-
up at expected places.
and how long has he been on your deck?
Longer than I'd like, and shorter than he would like, probably.
Easy.
How much can we trust what he's saying? Like, is it pretty reliable information?
I don't think it's inaccurate. I do think he says things to amuse himself, but I don't think he's not been malicious so far.
So, I mean, did he pretty much tell us not to go in this cave?
Make an insight check.
Okay, hold on. That's a 19.
Yeah, he basically said you're not prepared for some of what you might find in here. But he seemed to not want to see you die. So I think you can reason that that's why he gave you a warning. So maybe with that warning, that would be enough to get you by.
Would it be enough of an insight to see whether there's any chance for survival, or at least to look inside to see if we could find any information about the 4 fishermen, and then maybe go back out?
Yeah, so basically he gave you a direct, trying to think of a word. Like, it just gave you advice not to engage the guardian of the cave. You're not really sure what that means, but he said to don't engage it in combat. But if you go after the master of the cave, you'd have more luck.
If we go after the
Okay.
master of the cave, we'd have a chance, but otherwise. Okay, that's intriguing. So
I mean, but also we were tasked with just finding out what happened to them.
we don't know. Like the tracks going in here seem to be our best clue.
And we found their boat. I mean, I feel like we've kind of done our job.
I don't think Earl doesn't think we've done partial of our job. We have a general location, but we don't know if they're alive. We don't know if they're dead.
Well, I was told that they're dead by the white lady.
The white lady.
You were told they were dead by someone who is also dead.
Well, she would know.
I'm inclined to at least go in the cave and see if we see anything. And if something looks super freaky or looks like not a master of the cave, then we head out. Like, then we can say we did our due diligence. Besides, if there's a master of the cave, heck, Jack, maybe there's that sunken treasure in here for all we know.
Is he frozen?
Uh-oh.
It looks like he might be frozen. Because he did not move when treasure was mentioned.
Which we all know is... I mean, I'm fine. If y'all want to go in, we can go in, but I also think we probably would... I mean, we're doing this lady a favor. We can just be like, we did our best.
I think we can at least go in a little bit. And if there's something like a giant beast that looks like it's going to kill us in one swipe, we hightail it.
Yeah, I mean, I can try to put him to sleep or charm him if I can, but yeah.
I would actually love to see that.
I'll try to put him to sleep. If it gets bad, like, everybody run, and I'll try to put him to sleep, and then we'll run. How about that?
That's fair.
And worst comes to worst, like, I can use a spell for, like, my command spell until this beast or whatever might potentially kill us to stop or halt or something like that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a pretty good assumption if we're told there's a really, really tough guy in this cave and the fishermen, like, went in there 9 days ago, like, they're not going to be alive. They didn't just decide to, like, live here and have a party. Like,
a 9-day kicker with their
Yeah. Like, they could have just gone back to their boat. Like, yeah.
Our, I guess my demon companion didn't say that we couldn't go in there and we would definitely die. He just said be wary of a lot of things, but if we meet the master of this cave, this guy has an interest in me surviving. So I think if...
Okay, so the plan is to go in a little bit, see if we can see anything. If we see something super scary, everyone runs, and I try to put him to sleep, and then we all run.
Man, that's a terrible idea.
We were just told we can't defeat the Guardian.
We were told we couldn't defeat a lot of the things in here, but if we met the master of the cave, we possibly could.
Yeah, but isn't he somewhere else? We could always check him out and then come back to this.
Enough of a difference that we could at least investigate.
Oh, famous last words. That Quip Brat guy looked tough. Why can't we get him back to help us?
My demon pal does not have... he when he chooses to be straightforward, he is straightforward. And in this case, if we could not go in this cave completely, he would have said, "Don't go at all."
Oh. All right. I'll go if the
Just
team
be
wants
prepared
to.
run. And I'll try. We can try to do some spells to,
Y'all heard the story of the turtle and the hare, right?
Yeah, well, that's why I'm telling you now that, like, when we say run, like, you start booking it.
And you guys also, you are currently standing on very slick ice, and the crampons are what's keeping you able to maneuver.
Yeah.
And just to show what you are,
reluctantly go.
What you can see on the map, just to explain that, for simplicity's sake, I just have light emitting from Dewey. I know you can move your lights around, but I didn't want to bother just making another token for it. It's just coming from you. If you want to send lights somewhere else, just let me know.
Okay.
But what you see immediately to the right of you guys is that cliff face. There is a cave about 20 feet up, the cave entrance, like right there. You can't. Your light isn't shining up in there, so you're below it, so you can't really see what's in there. And there's the other two cave entrances that are further north. And you guys are headed down to where the water's coming. The frozen stream comes from to the south.
Okay.
All right. I'll reluctantly go behind the team.
Yes.
We'll put on my glaive, though.
Yes, I have rapier out, I think.
You guys are moving forward. To make it easier, I'm just going to move Dewey. If you guys say, and I'll catch everyone else up. So you guys are just walking in. So far, it just kind of seems like a boring cave. The ceiling is about 50 feet high, and you're just kind of walking through this frozen stream that seems to have cut its way through this rocky cavern.
So I'm walking like super slow and being super observant of like everything, like noises, like things I see, things I smell, like everything. Like I would like to just go through like super perceptively
Sure,
and
make a
cautiously.
perception check.
Okay. 18.
Yeah, you're looking around, looking at kind of just the different rocks around. It's a little bit dirty in here. It is windy, and it's still making that noise. So it's hard to kind of hear anything else. This is kind of just the wind echoing through the cave. You do hear the crunches of footsteps as you guys are walking on the ice. But yeah, you guys can slowly make your way through this corridor. The stream kind of winds back and forth a little bit. And you are very slightly moving uphill as you go. And the light's casting all these crazy shadows as you move along.
Are there any sort of like still marks on the ice from like someone else with crampons?
Yeah, you're still following those tracks.
Okay. So those are still visible. Okay, good.
Yeah. And you come to about here, and you can see the northern wall. It looks like there was kind of a waterfall here. It is all frozen over now. So you can, and you do see where it looks like some people used their crampons to pick into the wall to climb up.
Okay.
Could we not sure which check it is, but could we see like how stable that waterfall is in order to climb it?
You can go up to it, and if you just like go up and kick it, it seems pretty solid. It's been frozen here for a while.
Yeah, I would just follow whatever like holes they've made.
Okay. So if you're climbing up, I'm going to have you make a athletics check.
Uh, 8.
So you climb up, and you do get most of the way up, and you hear it crack, and a bit of it shatters. It was just really thin right there. But where it did crack, it revealed a cavity within the wall. And there's something back there.
Oh, snap.
You're not quite sure. Something looks frozen just kind of behind the ice there.
All right, we saw it. Did y'all see what
Cat's a
you
curiosity. I can't leave this alone. Can I like bring my light closer? Is that more helpful, or do I think that I need to like pick away at this a little bit more?
You probably have to like pull it out of the ice a bit. It's something pretty big.
Sticking my hand in there?
Yeah, something that seemed pretty big that's like hiding behind this waterfall.
Oh, what do you see up there, Dewey?
There's something, and I'm debating whether I should. Okay. Yep, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna like.
What are you pulling?
I don't know. What is it?
Go ahead and make another strength check. See if you can dislodge it at all.
These things I didn't look at. Okay, a little bit better. That's a 13.
Yeah, you're kind of like reaching up on this. It's something you're not sure what it is up in this ice, and you pull on it, and it shifts, and you hear a bunch of ice cracking, and this thing moves on its own. And we're gonna roll for initiative. It is a water elemental.
It was a what?
Water elemental.
Oh.
And it looks angry at you for disturbing it. And it's big.
No. I'm sorry. Why'd you have to tell me about it? I just moved on. But I'm going to want to know what it is. So mysterious. I got a 17.
All right. You get Kishesi.
Oh, sorry. She's a 3.
3. And Earl.
17.
Okay, Earl and Dewey, you can decide who wants to go first.
Curiosity killed the cat, so.
I mean, I probably would go first because I'm like right there and seeing it. Yeah.
And Jack.
Are we rolling?
Roll initiative. So it should be near the top of your character sheet.
I'm clicking, but it's not rolling. Okay. Oh, I got a 4.
4, all right.
Use divine sense to tell if it's good or evil.
I believe that takes an action. So you would have to do that on your turn. We'll check that. Yeah. All right. Yep. So that makes sense. Dewey, you uncovered this and it moved, and so you actually are up first. So you have your first chance to do what you want.
So if it was like it was sleeping and it was comfy, I'm just gonna put it back to sleep.
Okay.
So. So yeah, because then it will just be happy again, right? Because that was what it didn't like. So I roll 5d8, and that's the hit points that it can make fall asleep.
Yep.
So the first is a 7, and a 4, and a 7, and a 5, and an 8. 7, 4, 7, 5, 8.
31.
Is that enough?
It does not seem to have an effect.
Oh, run.
Then did you want to move on your turn?
Yeah, I'm gonna run, and I'm gonna scream, "Run!"
Okay, you're just gonna run 30 feet away.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should do my I can do double. I can double that and do my catness and do 60.
Okay.
Get further.
So Dewey's leaving you all in the dark with this thing.
I'll leave the lights there.
Thank
I'm taking all my lights with me.
All right.
But I'm gonna scream, "Run!" And I'm gonna say, "This thing is tough." I mean, if it's over 30 something points.
This thing, like, just.
It's probably said guardian that we weren't supposed to bother.
As you leave its range, it gets an opportunity attack. So it's going to try to reach out and attack you. And that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah.
That's 8 bludgeoning damage.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna scream, "Ow! Run!
Ooh.
Ow!"
Oh, and
No.
by
No,
doing
oh.
that, it has also grappled you, so you don't get to run away that far. So you can get back your special cat thing because you weren't able to use it. It's holding on to you. And it's Earl's turn.
Crud. Quick question. I have a channel divinity knowledge of the ages. It says as an action I can channel my divinity to gain proficiency in a skill or tool. Would that include like me gaining knowledge on what water elementals are and like how we could defeat them?
Not particularly. This would it would help you learn about like lockpicking tools or a healer's kit or
Never mind.
or like animal handling or like a skill or a tool.
Not even close. Crud. Okay. All right, let's see if this works. I'm gonna cast command on the water elemental,
Okay.
and I'm going to cast stop.
Okay, and it has to make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 16. I think it's
All right.
6.
Yeah, wisdom saving throw 13.
All right. Did you want to move at all?
Yes, I will move 20 feet. I want to be within 30 feet of Dewey just in case, so I can like possibly heal and stuff. But I definitely want to move.
But you want to be like back here. Oh, that's the wrong person.
Yeah. Is can I move so that I'm in sight of Dewey in the water elemental, but I'm like say conveniently behind a rock?
The rocks around the edges are not that big. Yeah, there's nothing really to get cover under or behind for me here, unless you went like way further away.
Okay. Then in that case, I'll just be 20 feet behind 20 feet behind doing the water elemental.
Yeah, I think you're about there. Okay. Now it is its turn.
It squeezes the rest of the life out of me.
What does it do? No, not yet. It's going to try to. That's just going to attack you again. Oh, it's got you there.
And I'll probably die.
It's another 24 to hit. No, it's not. It's a 21 to hit.
Potato, potato.
Yeah. And 12 bludgeoning damage.
Dewey's down. Bye, guys.
Oh my god.
So yeah, Dewey is now unconscious, being held by this water elemental.
Whoa. He's actively being held?
Yeah. All right. It is Kraybrak's turn. Gonna run in and attack. Thing. Attacking with a glaive. We roll with that to hit. And that's a lot of damage. That's 13 damage. And the water elemental needs to make a saving throw, which I think that's a fail. Yep, and so the water elemental has an infernal wound at the moment.
Infernal, you say? What's that?
Infernal is a term for basically devilish fiends, or things that come from the nine hells.
Okay.
I'm just reading this mechanic. That's pretty powerful because that will keep stacking every time he hits. That's cool. Okay. So yeah, Craybrack seems to have hurt it pretty bad. And it's Jack's turn.
That was your little guy, Earl?
Yeah, it's not little. It's probably about almost as big as Jack.
Okay. Hey, and I'm thinking like, should we snow dome it or not? But Dewey's like, caught.
Yeah, see this thing is like it's like made of water. And so you see Dewey is unconscious, kind of like drowning within its body.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang. Can I like get close to Dewey, or is she too far away?
You could run in and try to pull her out, or you could run in and attack the creature.
One or the other?
Yeah. Or some other action if you have something you want to do.
Okay. So I have man. I'm gonna run in, I think, and tell me what I can and can't do because I'm not 100% sure. I want to run in, and can I like touch Dewey and lay on hands of healing?
You would be able to, yes.
All right. I want to do that and just give her 5 health points.
Okay, Jack is going to lay on hands. Dewey, you are restored 5 hit points.
Oh.
But you are still considered grappled by the creature.
Okay.
Why?
So hold on.
I think I got that. Okay, and do I still have an action? That's something I can do anytime?
I think lay on hands
right?
is action. I'll double check it. Is it a bonus action? As an action, you can touch a creature to restore any number of hit points. So yeah, that was an action.
Okay, and as a bonus action, is 2-weapon fighting? I think, is that a bonus action for me?
Yes, but you would have had to have used your action to attack.
All right, so my turn's over, right?
Yep, I think that's it.
Okay.
All right, and Kashesi is up.
All right. Well, since Dewey is still grappled, I want to try to do something. I want to try to distract the elemental. Into like dropping her if possible.
Okay.
So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is use my prestidigitation and like have some like a shower of sparks like right in front of his face or like in his eyes or something like that. Just something to get the Lego over. So
Okay.
I won't waste a spell on trying to like accidentally hurting her in the process.
I'll have that be a performance check.
Alright. Performance. That is a 3.
3? It doesn't seem to notice what you're doing, unfortunately.
Alright. Is that my action? Is that my turn? Or can I?
Yeah, that's your action if you wanted to move at all.
Okay. No, I'm gonna actually stay where I am.
Okay. Well, then we are back to the top of the round with Dewey.
Mm-hmm.
So you can attack from where you are, but you can't. You're still grappled, so you can't get away. If you wanted to try and break the grapple, you could do that as your action.
Yeah, I'd like to break the grapple.
Okay, go ahead and make athletics check.
$17.
Still got you. It's holding on tight.
Fun. I am going to give Earl a bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I think. So you can add a D4 to an ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. But I also have the magical version that now you can do it on, add it to spells. It can be added as bonus to hit points regained or the damage dealt.
Any chance that bardic inspiration could be I could use a spell but not have a count against my spell slots?
No, I think it's just a bonus to our roll.
I think it just adds a D4 extra.
Okay. I was going, well, my plan honestly was to bless 3 people so that their attacks could be stronger. So would that does that inspiration carry with me?
Yeah, you don't have to use it right away. I think it lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah, you're fine. You can use it whenever you need to. I just wanted to go ahead and give it out. I meant to do it last round.
Could that inspiration be added to my bless? So instead of having 3 creatures add a D throw to their attack or saving throw, could it be a D8 then for 3 people?
No, I think it's going to be something that you roll.
Okay.
So you can just hold on to it and use it on a future turn.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm going to cast Bless on. Alrighty, I'm going to cast on Dewey. Who are the 3 people closest to the water elemental? Or would that be Dewey?
Jack, Dewey, and Crayback are there. Kashesi's a couple steps back.
I'll cast the 3 people closest because I'm assuming they'll be attacked first. So that means that whenever y'all use an attack roll or saving throw, add a D4 to it.
All right. So this water elemental, at the start of his turn, because of his infernal wound, loses 9 hit points. And he's going to turn and try to attack Craybrack because that was a nasty wound. That's a hit for 15 damage on Craybrack, and it drops Dewey.
Oh, yay.
Cool.
Right. And Craybrack is going to attack right back. That's a 19. That's almost a crit. Another 7 damage and another stack of the infernal wound. Oh no, it needs to make a saving throw. It fails. Oh yeah, it has 2 stacks of that. Okay. Then Jack is up.
Okay. I want to use a divine favor spell with my glaive attack and use that blessed. Should I just start by rolling the glaive?
Yeah, go ahead and make an attack, and you can. He can add the bless to an attack roll, right? Okay.
For up to 1 minute while I'm casting bless.
And do I have to do? Which one do I roll first? The hit DC or the hit DC first?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your hit DC dice.
Yeah. Sorry, D&D Beyond doesn't seem to be responding to my clicks. I'm gonna refresh. There it goes. 18.
18, that's going to be a hit even before you add bless to it. So now go ahead and roll your damage on that.
Four. And can I do divine favor as well, or?
Yep, and then go to your spells and click on cast for your divine favor, and then roll the damage on that.
And that gave me a 4.
Okay. So you did a total of 8 damage. Alright, and did you want to move at all?
Oh, yeah, if I could still move, I want to go in my shell.
Okay, I think that's a bonus action for you.
Okay.
Which is it?
I think it's a whole action to go into the shell.
It's a whole action.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yep, it's
so
an action.
You use your action to attack, okay.
I can still move away?
Yeah, you can move away. If you move out of their reach, you will provoke an opportunity attack, though.
Oh. Okay, I'll move through them to the backside of them. Or her.
Yeah, you're just going to try and move to the other side over, like over here.
Sounds good.
Sure. Yep, you can do that. And it is Kashezi's turn.
Alright, how close am I to this elemental?
About 10 feet.
Okay, perfect. And how close is Dewey and Jack to it?
To it, within 5 feet.
Yeesh, okay. Well, let's save that move. Gonna go ahead and cast Firebolt if it does anything.
Okay.
Jesus. Not doing good today. A 2. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the wrong die. 12.
Oh, good.
Yeah, right?
Plus what? Do you have a modifier?
Yes, plus 2. So 14.
14 is enough. That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
And that's a 1d10. That is a 9.
How do you damage? So as the fire hits it, you see a lot of it seems to just get absorbed by the water. So it didn't seem to hurt it as much as you thought it would.
Hmm.
All right, so we're back up to Dewey.
Okay. So, like, are we fighting this thing? Because, like, I'm scared of it. It hurt me pretty bad. I think so am I gonna do another opportunity attack if I try to get away from it again?
Yes, that'll provoke an opportunity attack.
Unless we
Right, fine, I'll just
we have the flashbang.
what?
Flash powder.
Suppose. I will okay, I think I will cast Bane on it.
Okay.
It has to make a charisma saving throw.
I'm pretty sure that fail. That is
13.
going to be 5.
Great. So, target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from an attack roll or saving throw whenever it does that next.
Okay.
Yeah. So next time it does an attack or saving throw, it needs to subtract a d4.
Okay. And Bane is a concentration spell, so you are now concentrating on it. Which means your dancing lights go out.
Okay. Sure.
So,
And then I will bonus action give Kashesi a bardic inspiration.
okay. Okay. That's Dewey's turn. Earl is up.
God, I really don't want to use another spell if I can.
And Earl, it just got very dark in here. So you can no longer see any of them.
Great. Okay. Would lighting a torch for me count as an action?
It would.
And would that also break my concentration for?
No, you can. The things that would break concentration would be casting another concentration spell or taking a bunch of damage.
Okay. But like basically if I try to like either throw a weapon like a boomerang or cast a spell, I don't know who I might possibly hit.
Yeah, your roll would be at disadvantage, so you can't see your target. You can still try it. You know about where they were because you were just looking at them.
Okay.
But you'd be at disadvantage for the attack roll.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna throw my boomerang.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and roll it twice and take the lower.
Is that just a D20?
It's a D20. I think you have a +2 to hit on it.
And you do have a
Like inspiration. Right.
Yeah.
All right, I will use that. So that adds a 4, correct?
Yeah.
So 4 plus 2, so that one's a 15. Second one. All right, so the low one was a 15.
15, that's a hit.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, where's my 4.
4, okay. Another 4 damage. Alright, are you moving at all?
If I move 10 feet closer, would I be able to see?
You can't see anything. It's pitch black in here.
Then in that case, I'll stay where I am.
Alright, Water Elemental's turn. At the start of its turn, it takes 14 damage.
Is it looking weak at all?
You can't see it.
Oh, right.
Is it looking weak at all? I can see it.
Jack has, you can only see it with your blind sight, right?
Yeah, 10 feet.
See, I don't have a clear definition of blind sight, but I'm gonna say I'm just gonna treat it like you can see. Yeah, it's looking. The technical gaming term is bloodied, which basically means more than half of its health is gone. In this case, this creature doesn't have blood, so bloodied doesn't really apply. But it's
looking juicy.
Yeah. It's got those infernal wounds are not doesn't look happy about it. But yeah, it's gonna try to attack at Craybrack, but it can't see. I don't think either. Check.
Okay, that's working for us. Make it work.
It can. It has blind sight because it's an elemental. But that it's a hit. But that's really low damage. That's I rolled this one. 12 damage. It has Crayback grappled. But Crayback is going to attack right back. That is enough to hit. That's 9 plus 3. So it's 12, another 12 damage. Oh, that was enough. Craybrack has taken down the water weird.
Yay.
Hey.
Juicy.
Yeah. Yeah,
What sound did it make when it came down?
it just kind of just turned. It's just water. It just kind of just collapsed and went whoosh, and it's all wet below you now, starting to slowly freeze back into the ice. And yeah, Crayback will just kind of look around at you guys. I think Shessie and Earl can't see him because it's still dark. But he was like, I told you, you weren't prepared. And he will disappear again.
Oh, well, thanks.
Man.
I'll literally say that to like the air.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
glad he was here after all.
I'll turn my dancing lights back on then.
Okay. So that cancels out the bless or the bane. Well, the bane.
Well, that was on him. So if he's gone, then it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Um.
All right. There is light again.
Okay. Well.
And you see again, looking where that water elemental was, there is still something else back in there, in that hole it came out of.
Why do you keep doing this to me? Don't tell me. Does it look like the same thing?
No, so there's something back in there. It seems like something made of cloth.
Okay.
And there's a couple of rocks.
Okay, I will get the cloth thing then.
Yeah, pulling it up, you have found an explorer's pack and a miner's pick.
Oh, okay.
So the explorer's pack, it contains a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days of rations, and a water skin. There's also 50 feet of hempen rope strapped to the side of it.
Wow. All right, who wants this?
Seems to be a complete pack.
I'll toss it to Jack.
Need some more rope. I tied it up on those doors.
Does that pack happen to have a name on it, like maybe the name of a fisherman?
Make either perception or investigation check.
Which one's higher? All right, perception.
Can you tell me the stuff in it too?
I can, instead of adding the explorer's pack to your inventory, you can add the stuff. So there's a backpack, a bedroll, a mess kit, a tinderbox, 10 torches, 10 days worth of rations, a water skin, and 50 feet of hempen rope, plus the miner's pick.
Should we spread those rations out? Probably.
And yeah, looking through it, this has been frozen in the ice for a while. You don't see any kind of identifying marks on it, but you don't think it was recently brought here by the fishermen. And you guys might think the rations seem sketchy because it looks old, but it seems to be frozen, well preserved here. So they're probably okay.
Probably.
I'll risk it.
Write 10 sketchy rations. So if we get desperate, we'll go into the sketchy ration bank.
After we finished our... What did we get in the last episode? Like those power muffins almost?
Yeah, you went to Essel's Tundra Cakes.
Tundra Cakes.
Tundra Cake, that's right.
Yeah.
You were told they were made from elvish bread.
Mm-hmm. I also have a thermos with soup.
I assume you've eaten the soup by now.
I probably have, but you know. Okay. Well, that was fun. We're gonna continue, or
we've gone this far, and well, Braptis, I'm pleasantly surprised that he was willing to do that. I did not think he was going to do anything that make witty remarks that only I could hear. So,
I think I'm going to take one of my potions of healing. I'd like to save a spell in case there's more trouble, but
How long have we been in the cave? Is it getting close to evening?
You've not been in here long. It's maybe been 5 minutes.
What time of day is it?
It's like 4 p.m.
It's a long
It's dark out because it's Icewind Dale. But yeah, combat slows everything down. So it's like every time someone took a turn, that's about 6 seconds of time passing in the game. So we only did 3-4 rounds of combat, so that was like less than a minute.
I was just trying to figure out if we should camp in here before going to the next cave. That's all.
No, let's keep going. Rip the Band-Aid off. I took a potion. I'm feeling better.
You can find another place beside where the ice cracked to try and climb up again.
Okay. You gonna make me do another?
I'm gonna assume that if you fail the roll, you would just keep doing it until you get up there. So we'll skip that and get up there.
Great.
And again, for speed, I'm just gonna move Dewey, but assume everyone is moving along with her. When you come up here, you do see the frozen stream continues north, but there does seem to be a pathway to the east that is dry. And you do not see the footprints you've been following in.
But do I see it on the ice?
You do not.
Oh God!
So they went
You saw where they kind of climbed up here, but you don't notice the marks on the ice when you get up here.
Is there anything at the top of the waterfall that indicates like a struggle or a fight or anything like that?
The fight that you just had, like, cracked open the ice right there, so it kind of destroyed any forensic evidence you would be looking for.
Are there any other places that they could go besides straight or to the right?
Make a perception check.
That is a 16.
Looking around, those are pretty much the only options. Keep following the frozen water, or follow this other room that opened up to the right. Looking back the way you came, there's nothing else along the wall. The ceiling is still pretty high. You've climbed up a bit, so it's like a 50-foot high ceiling. So now you've climbed up about 10 feet, so it's a 40-foot high ceiling. And the water seems wider at this point than it was what you were following so far.
Where's this water?
I guess I was going to ask the group, do you think maybe it's worth, like, I have dark vision, to like leave you guys here with the lights and just try to like go up the spoke a little bit and sneak? I would have said Jack to do it, but he's probably not very sneaky.
Oh, I'm sneaky.
Oh, okay. I feel like the last time we had you sneak, it was it was pretty clanky in your armor.
You know, I can go slow.
But do we think that's maybe worth trying? Like just sneaking up a little bit to see if anything goes that way, if there's any other like clues.
Do we hear anything right now? Like, Are we still hearing that?
Yeah, you still hear the same wind, and you can feel the wind coming from basically from both directions. Here, there isn't really one that's any different from the other as far as the sound of the wind. The wind is blowing from where you are towards the way you came in the cave, so the wind is blowing out of the cave at this point.
Sorry, one sec, guys.
So Dewey, you're sneaking off ahead by yourself?
I'm gonna try it. I want to try going down the dirt path to the right.
Okay. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
I'll leave the lights with them.
Sure.
But okay, that's a 21.
Okay. Being sneaky.
Slink, slink, slunk.
So you come around and you see it turn a corner, and there are some stairs.
Ooh.
It's
Like,
kind of interesting seeing they're not like perfectly manufactured stairs. They're just kind of cut out of the stone of the cave, but it is it's the first like non-natural formation you've seen in here.
and there's no footprints. There's no anything like that here. Is this dirt or like sand or like what is this?
It's like dirty stone.
Okay. And there's nothing that would show that someone has been here recently.
You can make a perception check.
That is a 19.
A 19. It's hard to tell. You don't see anything that indicates someone was here, but it's hard to tell.
Okay. I'm gonna go like a little bit up the stairs.
Okay.
Just kind of like peek over the top of the stair and see if I see anything.
I'm gonna follow Dewey, but hang back.
Like I'm not gonna go like over the stair. I'm probably just gonna like peek.
Yeah, so you're heading up until you can see into the next room, and yeah, you see it. Yeah. It opens up into a bigger space, and it does look like something on the floor, other than ice. You do see what looks to be blood and bones on the floor.
Okay, great. At that point, I'm going to turn around and go back to the group and explain to them that there's some stairs and bloods and bones up there.
Yeah, you turn around and you see Jack like closer than he should be, right behind you.
And I'm going to be like,
why are you in such a hurry?
There's blood and bones and probably our dead fisherman over here. If we all want to come as a group, or we just want to assume. And again, I've been fine with that story from the get-go. We'll just tell her they're dead. Sorry. Sad. Bye-bye.
I'd say, like, why are you whispering? We've already defeated the monster. In my normal voice.
There's a master here. Oh my gosh. I'm going to like hit
that wasn't the master? That felt like a master.
We could defeat the master, but you're only talking to Jack.
I thought the master was in a different cave.
No.
Oh.
A different area of the cave, but yeah, same cave.
Okay.
All right. Well, I will now. Yeah, I'll shimmy. I'll be like, 1 second. Let me get everybody else. And so I'll get you guys and say, hey, this seems to be the way to go. There's blood and bones and probably whatever murdered the fisherman up here, so if you want to have some fun, where the party is, over here.
Assume you guys are all following Dewey, catching up with Jack.
Not yet.
Yeah, if we're caught up at this point, like, I don't mean to have a death wish, but Earl's inclined to see what's going on because Quillbrack said that we could defeat the master. We could get confirmation on the fisherman. And the master might have something of interest. Earl's particularly interested in like this hearing of a master because it might be something about his family. He feels like maybe there's something calling him to it.
All right, you guys moving forward?
Yeah.
Earl, I will cautiously go for it, but my shield is up.
Okay. Yeah, this cave is higher in elevation than the tunnels leading to it, but there's crudely carved stone stairs. And I can move up there.
As we walk, can I check for like herbs and mushrooms and cave stuff?
Yeah, make a survival check.
Ah.
15.
15, you don't see anything like that in here. Everything is kind of just frozen. You guys can tell me how you're arranged, but you come up into this room, and more obvious than the blood or all the bones, there are knucklehead trout spines, human skeletons and pieces, and bones of small animals and birds, along with scraps of clothing and armor, and a few rusty weapons.
Oh, you hit the jackpot. Why didn't you tell us this was here?
And if you're just looking at the map, there's a lot more bones here than what is shown. It's basically a large pile of bones.
Oh, wonderful. This seems real promising, guys. How fresh? How fresh? Are there really fresh ones that look like fishermen from maybe 9 days ago?
Looking around, a lot of them seem to be icy. So, like, kind of the main mass of bones is kind of partially encased in ice.
Okay.
There's others laying about. It's hard to tell how old they are.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk around and check the bodies like I don't care and look for stuff that's useful.
Okay. Make an investigation check.
5.
5. It's nothing here seems useful. It's a bunch of skeletons, and the scraps of things that are left behind are broken and worn and old and rotten. And nothing useful. But walking around, you do notice something has started to move in the pile of bones.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have everyone roll initiative again. Because you see, getting up, there is a skeleton, a large one, of some kind of giant. It seems to be stuck in the ice at the moment, but it has reacted to your presence, and it's big. As big as the water elemental was, this is like twice as big.
Oh my god.
Jeez. You got a 9.
Oh, we always following you, Dewey.
I have said repeatedly at the door before we even came in here, I'm fine with saying, hey, yo, they're dead. I'm sorry. Here's where they are. If you want to investigate further, that's your job. Like, I've been fine with that from the get.
But you always run
Okay.
ahead and have to look. You always run ahead and have to look, don't you?
This is all Earl's fault. So
I'm saying Jack was a little closer. You guys can tell me where you guys are standing. I'm guessing Dewey's about in the middle, and
Near the
Kashesi
front.
and Earl are.
I was about to start sneaking around that corner to see if there was something around the corner about to come get us. So I was heading a little bit more. Yeah, I was probably over there. I got a 18, by the way.
18, okay.
Eight.
An 8 for Earl. And Jack?
15.
15. Okay. So yeah, do I say even though you're moving away, you do notice this thing start to move? It seems to be stuck in the ice, so it might not be able to do anything quickly, but it looks very mean and menacing, and potentially like a guardian of the cave that you were warned about.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and yell run and run further away from him.
Okay, you're gonna run 30 feet?
Go ahead and let me do my kitty run, and I'll just, both.
I'll move you
Both
about
sets of
30, and you can see what you see up here. The cave continues north, or to the right is another set of stone steps.
The steps up or down?
These steps are down. So you came up steps to get to this chamber, and then there's steps to the right that go back down.
Okay.
Gosh, that's a good question. I'm assuming we should keep to steps. I'm going to try down the stepway.
Okay. So did you dash and do your kitty run? So you would go 90 feet in a turn?
I'll just do the 60 for now. That's fine.
Okay, so you just did a dash. You didn't use your...
Yeah, I don't want to get like crazy far away from everybody else, and I also don't want to run into something even scarier than that guy. So.
Okay. So yeah, you get to about there on the steps. You do see more spots of blood on the floor below.
Perfect. Death trap. I love it.
Jack is up.
And where I'm at? I'm in the original chamber.
Yeah, you're in the chamber. You're next to this this thing that is basically waking up. I'm assuming Dewey left some lights behind in there.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I'll bring one with me, but there's 4 orbs, so like,
yeah.
I'm kind of envisioning that there's an orb for each body that just kind of I'm keeping hovered over everyone, so everyone always has something.
Okay, and they have a 10-foot radius?
They just have to be within 20 feet of each other, the orbs.
Yeah, but
they
give off light in a 10-foot radius?
Yes.
Okay, to make that easier, then I'll give everyone a 10-foot torch, basically. It's cool that this tracks your vision, but then sometimes it's like, but now I actually have to track the vision and do all the... It has to know what you can see.
Can I tell if it looks angry? You said it looks angry?
Yeah, it looks like it is powerful and large, and like you've kind of triggered it to kill things.
He said that we've like all inferred that this is the Guardian we were told that there's no way that we could beat. So
this appears to be a powerful foe.
So
Is
yeah.
But it is at the
blocking-
moment restrained in the ice.
Is it blocking the left passage or just at the middle of the fork? Blocking both?
It's just
Left
in
and
this
right, or-
room. There's like a wall behind it.
Okay.
So it's not blocking your path. It's just kind of filling the room.
I saw that Dewey ran deeper into the cave by going down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Okay.
I yelled for everyone to run too.
All right. I'll follow suit.
Okay. Are you gonna use your action to dash?
Yes.
Okay. So you can get to about there on your turn.
I see someone's feet in the corner there. Wonderful.
All right, then Kishesi.
All right. Honestly, just upon seeing this thing rising up out of the pile, I just honestly started moving towards the door. I'm just
Alright.
gonna follow Dewey.
Yeah, it's gonna dash. Get up there too. All right, and Earl.
Same thing.
All right, everyone's running. So you guys can't see it, but the giant is taking its turn, and we're back to Dewey.
Okay. I feel like I slightly see somebody in here. So I'm gonna kind of cautiously maybe like move forward, but still kind of like hide myself behind this kind of rock that's jutting out in front of me. But I'd like to see what we have up here.
Okay. Make a perception check. I'm not going to make you take an action.
Okay. That is 14.
You see someone in here standing at a table.
Mhm.
It looks like an old woman wearing tattered furs. She's all hunched over, but seems larger than like an average human woman. And at the table, there seems to be basically dismembered body parts that she is chopping up.
Wonderful.
Great.
Okay. So I'm just gonna walk in and say, "Hello, how are you doing? Oh, it's so great to see you. You're looking great." And I'm gonna try to charm her.
Okay. Saving throw?
Yeah, wisdom saving throw.
That's a 12.
Oh, she's now regards me as a friendly acquaintance.
Okay.
So yeah, like I'll walk a little further into the room. I'll kind of maybe like, kind of stay my hand a bit and kind of like to the guys behind me to be like cautious, like, let me see how this goes before you all run in here if she
Okay.
can't see you yet.
So coming into this room, this is a pretty big chamber, and you see her sitting at this bloody, gory table, and there is seems to be a large cauldron in the middle of the room with fire under it.
Okay.
There is not a fire under it. It's still dark in here. But you're illuminating it.
Okay. She's my friend for an hour, so like we've got time.
And she sees you and she'll look up and be like, "Hello, welcome. Would you like something to eat?"
We had lots of these, little bread things, whatever they were, the lambus bread, I'm going to call it. So we're super stuffed. But hey, how's it going?
And you see her take just a handful, like an armful of her ingredients, and she walks over and throws them in the pot and starts. Basically, it looks like some kind of intestine is like just dragging it and like pulling it in.
Okay, so she
kind of looks back over to you and smiles, and she looks like an old woman, but when she looks at you, suddenly it like changes, and she's just this ugly hag thing.
Okay.
There's some artwork of this scene if you want to see what this is like.
Oh, okay.
Groovy.
Hey. So I'll introduce myself and I'll say, "Hey, I'm Dewey. We were passing through. What's your name?"
My name is Maud, and I'm just making some stew.
Oh, yum.
I mean, it's my magical cauldron makes the stew. Actually, I'm just spicing it up because it's rather bland as it is.
I mean,
Magical?
spice of life, right? Hey. Have you happened to see a few probably tasty looking fishermen walk through here in the past week?
And
Or is that them?
she keeps this like creepy smile looking at you. It's like, they were tasty.
Oh, I bet they were.
Is everyone else following Dewey in at this point, or are you just kind of waiting back on the steps?
I mean, I kind of like stayed my hand just like in case, because like I don't know, like I have her charmed, like I don't know. Is it work like I can say like, "Hey, these are my friends, like they're cool, they're with me," and like she won't attack them, or do I think that she will probably do something to them?
She is friendly to you at the moment. You're not sure, but if you think if you were her friend, you could start to say, "These are my friends too."
Oh, okay.
Because probably about this time, the rest of you hear basically giant skeleton footsteps.
Oh, okay. So I'll kind of like motion them in and be like, "Hey, these are my friends. We were just taking a jaunt through your cave. Didn't mean to disturb your skeleton buddy outside. If you could maybe we'll just be on our way. If you can tell him that, we're friends now, Maud."
And she's kind of just stirring her stew for a moment. She's like, "All right, he'll stand down."
Oh, great. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, I'll kind of like let you guys kind of like come in, but I'll still probably be like, you know, like, I don't know. Keep your distance in case. I don't know. So hey Maud, is there anything else in this cave we should know about? Otherwise we'll probably get going. I know you've got like a lot of cooking to do today, and I don't want to like disturb your meal time because I know that's like funsies for you.
What do you want to know about the cave?
Is there anything interesting?
Can Earl ask him? Or is this a...
No, you're all there. You're watching this creepy hag stirring a cauldron full of people meat.
Because she mentioned something about the cauldron being magical, either could we, Maud, if you don't mind, since your stew seems so unique, is it the cauldron that makes it unique? Like, could Earl, like, maybe quietly, as he's talking about this cauldron, like, just touch the cauldron, like, using Identify to see if it's what magic it is?
Oh, that's interesting. So do you have Identify prepared as a spell, or is it a ritual? So you can cast it as with a spell slot if you want.
I'd like to do that. I'm kind of curious. Because I just see all these engravings, and Maud seems so interested in it.
Yeah. So I am just going to send you a link in Discord if I can. So that you should see that
Just to me.
on Discord. Yep, that's just to you. That is, you learn all of this information about this particular cauldron.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well,
as you're doing that, she'll be like, "Would you like something to eat?"
Bring all of us, or just do it?
Yeah, any of you. She'll be hospitable.
I'll kind of like. I mean, does everyone else like get the gist like of what's going on? I'm sure y'all have pieced together what this is.
I mean, I might try it.
And yeah,
Jack, I know you, and you are much too much of a
I like to try new things.
If you're accepting her offer, she will fill a bowl full of stew and hand it to you.
All right. I'm holding it. I'm gonna engage her in conversation if I can get the recipe.
It's like, well, the stew is very bland on its own. I've had to spice it up. I'm sure you will enjoy it.
What'd you use for spices? Where'd you get these spices?
Oh, here and there.
I was looking for some on my... Oh.
Just whatever I happen to find, or whatever happens to find me.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look down into the bowl and give it a swirl and a smell.
Yeah, there are chunks in there of basically the fisherman you're looking for, you assume.
Earl, are you talking? Because we can't hear you. I thought I heard you trying to...
Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
Bring it closer, Earl.
I mean, I would tell you, I would be like, you had so many of those cakes before, and you know, we have dinner plans later. I don't think you know don't want to spoil your supper
Well,
on
Maud, do you
something
have
so
any
tasty.
to-go boxes?
Sorry, what was that?
Does Maud have any to-go boxes?
She has basically a stack of bowls. Nothing like that. It's like if you would like some food, you may have some.
I was asking like to actually take a bowl of the stew if Maud offers it to me.
Oh yeah, she will. She'll pour you a bowl of stew.
Okay. I will take it, and I
I
will.
barely am getting audio. Just tell me if something important happens.
Okay.
Earl is going to like talk to everyone kind of quietly and say what this cauldron is, based off of detect magic.
Are you trying to say it without Maud hearing you?
Quietly, I'll say loudly, this is really, really good, Maud. These are really good spices. You have to give me the recipe one day, and I will quietly mutter, guys, this is a cauldron of plenty. This is a really rare item. This could like solve world hunger. And I'd like to talk, like kind of quietly mention like what it is and what it could do.
Okay. You can go ahead and make a. I'm not sure what's the best for this. Make a. I guess make a persuasion check is what I'm going to call it. You're going to basically or deception, either one. You're basically trying to placate Maud. Well, she's already charmed, so I don't think it would be too difficult to try to kind of have a side conversation.
It's not really deceptive, so we're going to go persuasion.
Okay.
Uh, 19.
Okay, I'm taking it like you're persuading her that you actually do like the stew. It's kind of deception, but I'll go with it. So yeah, you guys. She'll relate. This is a cauldron of plenty, and basically it can create stew out of nothing. Quite a bit of it, and it seems like the magic doesn't create cannibal stew. This is just something that Maud is adding to enhance the flavor of the magical stew.
Oh, okay.
So you kind of think if you it's pretty big. It's like 4 feet wide.
Is it something that we can, like, because we're thinking about, obviously a lot of food issues in the towns and stuff like that. Is it something we can logistically think that we can actually get out of here?
Probably.
Or step back, like convince her that this cauldron would be better suited outside the cave.
Like it's going to be heavy, but I assume you would empty it and clean it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll just throw it out there. Hey, Maud. This cauldron is beautiful. I'm assuming, does it have all those carvings on it, like in the illustration?
Yeah, it is. It has like embossed in like engravings on it that show satyrs and nymphs.
Oh, I'll ask her
they're
Mom,
dancing and holding ladles.
Where did you get this? This is so beautiful. What an heirloom piece. Is this an heirloom?
And yeah, she'll talk about she's had it for quite a while. It was a prized possession of one of the members of her coven.
Oh, how sweet. So I'm assuming you're attached to it, or is it something we could borrow? Because we were actually planning something fun for the town up the road, and potluck. This would make it super easy. You know how those things
She's
go.
like, you don't have to borrow it. I'll make the food for you if you would like.
Oh,
That's good.
I think it's easier if we borrowed the whole thing, because otherwise we're trekking little bowls down, that's a little more difficult.
And then Maud, you're having to like cook all the time, and that's not really considerate.
But I need the cauldron here to make my food.
Yes. Can we borrow it and then bring it back? You seem to have a lot. I have a thermos here too that will probably, you can put some soup in and it will tide you over for a bit. But can we borrow it and bring it back?
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage. All right. I'm a bard. I can do this.
Wait. Let's see if we can give you a spell that helps you with this. Okay. Even though I'm going to first. Oh God, what's it called? Bonus action. I'm going to expend the use of Channel Divinity, so that I can regain one of my spell slots back.
Okay.
All right, so that gets me a spell back, and for that, I'm going to bless our bard here. So whatever disadvantage you have, you can still add 4.
Okay, yeah, disadvantage was a 19. So, plus a 3
plus
to that.
4.
Oh,
was it
just
plus
straight
4 or
4.
plus a 4?
Oh, wait. Sorry, plus. It is. Oh, target can roll a d4. Roll.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I rolled a 3. So then that's 22.
Okay. Well, if you need to borrow it, suppose that would be all right.
Maud, you are an angel. I mean, just look at you. You're so generous and sweet.
She smiles at you, and you're seeing her this close. You now see like woven into her hair. It looks like individual finger bones.
Beautiful. Yeah. So okay, great. Do you want me to give you my thermos and kind of a little to, you can keep some, and then we'll probably, just for carrying's sake, probably have to get rid of the rest of this. So if you want to fill up some bowls so you can like keep a little safe.
She'll reach out and take your thermos, and as she does, you see her just strangely long fingers like grasp it and take it from you.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
I'm trying really hard to not let my like shivery chills kind of show, and like the hair on my like back is probably, how like cats like to go where that kind of hair on the back kind of like stands up. I'm trying like to not trying to repress that with her. Beautiful. Great. Hey guys, let's grab this and go. It's getting super late. We have that that place we've got to be, so we should probably skedats. And we'll get out of your hair, Maud. You're so sweet.
All right, Maud, thanks for the soup. I'll let you know how it is.
And are you guys gonna try to dump it out, or how are you trying to move this thing when it's full?
Yeah, I think
we should put.
Yeah, I'm gonna let her do fill whatever bowls she can with it, and the thermos, and then we dump the rest out.
Or we don't want her to think that we're like tossing away her food.
Yes, that's what I tried to explain. Like, oh, we just need to make this easy, or you know what? Hey, let's get around the corner and then we can We need to do that. Oh.
Pour some of the soup in my new water skin I got from the Traveler's Kit.
Okay.
Force the chunks in.
So I'm assuming we just go back the way that we came, right?
Sure. Yeah, you
And
can.
she called off Scary's skeleton dude, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. What does everyone want to take a corner and we just like shimmy? You do that awkward shimmy out of here.
That works.
I guess.
As we exit, can I glance around the room and see if there's anything of value or interest?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
I mean, who knows if there's anything else in here? I just like.
Or
I
I was thinking more along the lines
I've
of
just been looking at her. 19.
Looking around this room, there's not a lot else of interest other than the kind of gross stuff that's been the main center of attention. You do happen to notice in the back of the room, there's another pile of bones that don't look quite like regular humanoid bones. Their proportions are weird. But looking at Maud, it looks like these creatures were similar to her at one point.
Beautiful. Okay.
like maybe.
Did we verify that these are the fishermen?
Yeah, I asked her.
And she said they were tasty.
I didn't catch all the audio.
I
That's
don't know if you're going to get a positive identification from these chunks, especially since you know them to begin with. But all the signs point to the obvious answer.
Okay, I was looking for like equipment left by them, clothing, articles, stuff related to fishing.
Yeah, so far you haven't really seen too much of that other than what was left in the boat.
All right. I'm good when y'all want to go.
Okay. Bye, Maud.
Bye, thanks for the soup.
Kisses.
Right, you guys can pick it up and slowly make your way out of the cave the way you came in.
Correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if we're worried about like spilling it in front of her, like we'll wait till we're like around the corner if like that's easier. But then like
or even,
like we're
or even maybe like outside the cave.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, going down the waterfall, we've got to get rid of it. Like that's going to be too difficult.
Got it.
All right, yeah, and walking past the giant skeleton, it's still there, but it does not attack you.
Yay!
While it's still friendly, do we got time on the hour to check out the other tunnel? I want you to go while we can. I
am skedatting my little self. So hardcore. I want out of here.
Even Earl's like,
all right.
We've got a cauldron that can solve world.
I'll take a turn rolling the pot then.
Yeah, we've got a cauldron that can solve world hunger. I think we're good.
If there was something more interesting, I think your devil friend would have said so, because he made sure to point out that there's something more interesting somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
I feel like that's a safe bet that like we're G to G here, guys. Almost died in this cave, and you know there's only so much hag hospitality that can happen. So
liked her. Good with me.
Oh.
Yeah, she was a charming hostess in her own way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, oh goodness. Okay.
So you guys make your way back down the waterfall and out the tunnel. When you finally get out to some fresh air, you are immediately greeted by 3 harpies.
Dang
Oh,
it.
come
We're
on.
gonna roll for initiative again.
Didn't we scare them last time and that worked well?
God, jeez.
Well, they're back now.
Oh, come on.
How many?
There's 3 of them.
I got a well. Natural 20 plus
Nice.
3.
All right.
23 for me.
Dewey is 23.
12.
12. What did Jack get for initiative?
19.
19. And Kishethi?
Got a 1.
Not good rolls tonight.
Girl, I need to get you a new set of dice. Those ones are not your friends.
I would appreciate that.
So Dewey, you do notice the one on the, they're all kind of on the ground like they were waiting for you guys to come
Okay.
back out. The one further to the left is singing.
Oh. What do I know about harpy songs?
Go ahead and make a, I don't know what this is, a nature check.
Okay. That is going to be a 15.
It could be some kind of charm effect if it is allowed to continue.
Okay. And remind me, because I don't remember exactly what we did. We just know they're easily scarable, like loud noises and whatever. Is that the gist?
They were
I blew a horn.
They were last time, but they kind of came back with more numbers, so it seems like they might be feeling more confident now.
Okay, so would I think that they're not going to be like fooled again? Is that what?
Yeah, so you think they were frightened off easily last time, but then they came back for a fight.
Okay, I guess I'm casting sleep.
Okay.
I'll sing my own song. Put you to bed. All right. Let me count all the numbers. So, it's creatures within 20 feet. And it starts with the creature with the lowest hit points.
Yep.
And then goes as we do that. Okay. So, first one, 7 and 5 and 7 and 7. Oh, hey.
And none of them fall asleep.
What?
None of them fell asleep.
What is with this? Do I think that they have... Are they stronger than that? Or is it like they're immune?
That's not too many hit points.
Okay, so they're too many. They're okay, Lord. So, that much? Not even a single one?
No.
Oh boy. Oh man, because that was 7 plus 7. Okay. So yeah, each of these is like as strong as that water thing that we just like I almost died with. Great. Okay. I am going to... Who are the Bardic Inspirations probably still going? The previous ones, if they hadn't used them?
Did they have a 10-minute limit?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm going to say It was probably more than 10 minutes to get out here with the cauldron.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I have one more. I'll give it to Kashesi.
Okay. Then the one on the left is going to keep singing. I need everyone to make a wisdom saving throw.
So, Alyssa, if you need to, you can add the D4
Okay.
to it. If you think you rolled low.
Got it. So I got a 9 plus 1, so 10.
Yeah, so roll the D4.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Gonna do that. Oh, and that's actually a 4. So 14.
All right.
Great. I got 17.
8.
Okay.
18.
Okay. Jack, you are just amazed by this beautiful song.
Nice.
It's not as good as my music.
I don't know. This might got you. Oh, nice.
So you're kind of in a trance. On your turn, you are automatically going to try to move towards the one that is singing.
Oh, dear Jesus.
And, yep, at the end of your turn, you can try to do the saving throw again. Everyone else, you have successfully resisted the call of the harpy, and you are immune to it for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
It is Jack's turn. So Jack's going to take his turn to walk over here and hang out with the harpy. Because you just love that song. It's
Oh, so
your
nice.
jam.
Takes me back. Are you guys hearing this?
This one's going to swoop down and attack roll. Claw attack, that is a 22 to hit.
Yep.
Be 4 slashing damage.
Okay.
Then it's also going to try to hit you with a club. Only a 6 to hit. So completely misses. And it's Earl's turn.
I don't know if it's like or something, but would harpies follow us into a cave? Like, do they like open spaces? Only.
They're flying creatures, so you assume they prefer being in outside, basically.
Would we have enough information? I mean, I don't know if this is like a nature check or something, but if we went in the cave, would they follow us?
You're unsure. They seem to have been waiting for you outside the cave so far.
Hmm. All right, and there's a harpy in front of me, so I've got cantrips, and that's it. So I'm going to use a test strike.
Okay. Go ahead and read off what that does. That was pretty cool.
Alrighty. When casting this spell, you make an attack roll against a target you can see that's within range, which is 30 feet, firing gleaming motes of light at them. If the attack hits the target, it takes 1 point of non-magical bludgeoning damage, 1 point of piercing damage, 1 point of non-magical slashing damage. When the target takes this damage, each one of the motes glows briefly in color, indicating if the target has resistance, immunity, vulnerability, or no special interaction with this damage.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
So is that just like my D20?
Yeah, it's a D20 plus 5.
Okay. $22.
2? Yeah, that's a hit. So it's going to take those 3 damage and indicate that no special interaction. It just takes the damage.
Well, dang it. I was hoping for something special there. As a bonus action, can I take my shield and like try to shield up?
As like a defensive stance.
Yes.
I think that's a full action.
Then let's see. Do I have anything else as a bonus action? Could I, since I'm relatively close to the cave, could I like back up, like say 10 feet and see if the harpy follows?
You can. You would provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh, opportunity attack.
But if you want to, yeah, you can move if you want.
I'll wait to the next turn, see if I can get it away from me first.
Okay. Then the next harpy is going to come down and attack Kashesi. Claw attack. Oh, that's low. That is only a 5 to hit.
No.
It's going to swing with a club. That's a critical hit. So that's going to be 5 bludgeoning damage.
All right.
And it is Kashesi's turn.
All right. I am going to cast Thunderwave on this harpy that's in front of me.
Okay.
And we roll. That's all I gotta say. That is.
That's a cube, right? Will you also catch the other one in it?
Yeah, so it's a 15-foot cube.
Yeah.
So I would say you could get all 3 of them, but you're also going to kind of get Jack if you want to do that.
Got it. Gonna have to take that risk. So I add my plus spell to that, or the modifier.
So no, each creature has to make a saving throw, so you don't have to roll anything.
Okay.
So Jack, I'm also going to make you make a Constitution saving throw.
$13.
So Jack saves, so you only take half the damage. And so 2 of them failed and 1 of them succeeded. So Kashesi, go ahead and roll 10d8 damage. Or sorry, 2d8. Not 10, 2d8.
I was like, that's gonna be a lot.
Go back.
Alright, so 2d8. We got a 4. I don't know which spell. And a. Am I rolling the right one? Yes, I am. And I got another 4.
Okay, 8 damage. So the first one takes 8 damage, the second one takes 8 damage, Jack takes 4 damage, and this one takes 4 damage. And that's it, unless you want to move.
No, I'm gonna stay where I am.
Oh, and also two of them got pushed back 10 feet.
Okay.
So, Jack, if you wanted to take an opportunity attack on the one in front of you, you could. And Kasheza, you can as well. Yeah, both of you can make an attack right now if you want.
Am I still like hypnotized?
Oh yeah, you still like that song, so you can't do that. So sorry. Kashesi can make an attack if you want. Is there any melee combat attack?
So I can still take an opportunity attack?
Yeah, with your dagger or your mace if you want.
Ew. I don't think they're close enough for that.
It would be
basically
like
as it's moving away from you, you can basically get an attack in on it.
Oh,
So
got it. Okay.
it's a reaction.
Oh, got it. Okay. Well, I will swing my mace as hard as possible at one of them.
All right.
And rolling a d20. Jesus Christ. Got a 1.
Yeah, didn't hit, but you did damage it and push it away.
Point for spirit.
And Dewey is up.
Okay. I need to get. Is the one in front of Earl like on the close on the ground, or are they up in the air?
Yeah, they're on the ground right now.
Okay. I guess I need to move in there because I'm going to try to rapier, which I need to be within 5 feet for.
Come up here.
Let's try this. I'm all out of spells, so got to go with the traditional stabbing maneuver. Ooh, that kind of like. Oh, sorry, cockeyed weird. Okay, that is going to be a 21 to hit.
21 is a hit.
And a D8 plus 2. 7, that's 9 damage.
Okay. All right. Are you moving anymore?
I think that's all I can do.
Okay. This one harpy is going to continue to sing, and that's its turn. So, Jack. So at the end of your last turn, you were supposed to be able to roll a saving throw, and I forgot that. So let's resolve that. Go ahead and roll another wisdom saving throw.
Five.
5. Yeah, you're still enjoying that song. So on this turn, you're going to just walk forward and hang out with the harpy who's singing. This one's going to fly back and attack Shizzy again. Claw attack is a 14 to hit.
Yeah.
So that is 6 slashing damage. It's going back in with the club. It's only a 12 to hit.
Yeah. A hit.
2. Okay, that is another 2 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in bad shape.
And Earl is up.
Okay. Do any of the harpies look like badly injured at all?
The one that is the most injured is the one attacking Kashesi. But no, none of them seem bloodied yet.
Oh, good. Okay. If I move 10 feet back in the cave, does that harpy still get an opportunity attack?
It does. As soon as you leave its attack range.
Yeah. I am going to. Okay, I'm going to use. Which spell is? Sorry. I'm going to use Sacred Flame.
Okay.
So that's a dex saving of 13.
That's a natural 1, so that's a fail.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Does natural 1 mean double damage, or that just means?
No, just you automatically succeed.
Okay, there you go. 8 damage.
8 damage, and that was the one immediately in front of you?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that one looks pretty hurt at this point. And it's that one's going to attack you back. It's a 13 to hit.
Oh, thank God, 13. Okay, it barely misses.
And it's going to attack with its club. That's a 13 again. All right. Kishesi is up.
All right. Gonna attack. This one is right in front of me. Gonna cast Firebolt.
Okay. Oh, I forgot it again. Jack, you can make another saving throw at the end of your last turn.
It rolled a 10, by the way.
10 on a firebolt.
Yeah.
Do you add anything to that?
Oh yeah, +4.
+4, that's a hit.
Okay.
So you go ahead and roll damage.
And that's 1d10. And that's a 3.
3?
Mhm.
All right.
Do I roll for saving?
It
Wisdom?
is a wisdom save. Yep.
14.
14. You are no longer charmed. So on your next turn, you can have a turn.
What happened?
All right, Dewey is up.
Yay. So I'll just try to stab again with the rapier, I guess.
Okay.
19.
That's a hit.
And 6 damage.
Okay. Do you want to move at all?
No, because I don't want to provoke an opportunity attack.
Okay. This harpy sees that its song isn't working anymore, so it's going to turn and attack Jack. That's a miss. That's a 6. Swing a club. That's a 17 to hit. So yeah, that hits Jack. For it's only 2 bludgeoning damage. It's Jack's turn.
As I was like sleeping, I was reading out the spellcasting focus or spellcasting modifier. Does that add like stuff if I use a spell to increase my glaive attack?
You don't have any spell attacks that would use that at the moment. What that does is right now you have divine favor and searing smite. So neither of those would. Basically, it just doesn't come into play for those spells.
Okay. I would like to use searing smite and the glaive attack.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make your glaive attack first. And if it hits, then you can cast the spell.
And the hit DC is the first one, right?
Yeah, it's a d20 plus 5.
Yep, 7.
7 total or 7 plus 5?
7 total.
And this is Harpy is too quick for you.
Groggy.
All right, do you want to move at all?
How close am I to them?
You're within 5 feet of that one.
Where's the weakest one? Mine?
Probably the one that Earl and Dewey are fighting together. And that is about 15 to 20 feet away from you.
Okay, I'll just stay with this one.
Okay. And this one's going to attack Kishesi again. That's a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
For 8 damage.
Yep, I am unconscious.
Hmm.
And seeing that, it's going to try and turn and attack Dewey with its club. That's a critical hit. For 9 damage. 9 bludgeoning damage.
What?
And then it's Earl's turn.
All right. Damn, I want to do 2 things at once, and I definitely can't. Okay, let's at least try to get this one harpy out of the way. Sacred Flames, what I got.
All right.
Dex saving throw 13.
Save. That's a fail. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Come on. Mama wants a dead heart. 6.
6 damage. Okay. Yeah, that one's not looking good, but it's still up. Kashesi, you are unconscious at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have you make a death saving throw.
Alright. That is an 18.
18? Okay, that's 1 success.
Woohoo!
Woo!
And it's Dewey's turn.
I just gotta keep. Well, I guess let me do the one that, since Earl is here also on the other one, and that one's more dead. Maybe I'll do the one to my left.
Okay.
Dab. The one that just, I guess that's the one that just hit me, so. And that is going to be 14.
14 is a hit.
And that is 9 damage.
9 damage, okay. That one's not looking very good either.
Okay, good.
Alright. The one up top is going to attack Jack. That's an 11 to hit. I don't think that hits Jack. He's got a shell. This one is a 15 to hit. I don't think that hits. Alright, then Jack's turn.
Glaive attack 14.
14, that's a hit.
Alright.
So you can do your glaive damage, and then if you want to do your spell on top of that, you can.
Okay, on the damage, I got a 5 total. And do I just go over to spell?
Yep, then if you go to your spells and click on cast on the one you want, and then you can run your damage on that.
$24?
You said 4?
24.
I'm not sure what would be 24. I think it's if you're casting Searing Spite, I think it's just a d6.
Oh, all right, 10.
Nope, I think it's just a d6.
thought you glaive damage, and then you added the searing smite
Yeah, so
damage and added those two.
You did the glaive already.
But the searing smite, I thought, reinforced the glaive attack.
Yeah, adds another d6 to it.
Isn't that 10?
So you told me the glaive damage already was 5. So did you roll another 5?
Yes, I rolled a 5 for the glaive damage, and then I rolled a 5 for the searing smite.
Got it. So 10 total. See, I had already subtracted the 5, and then you told me 10 for the next one, and I was like, how did you roll a 10 on a d6?
Oh, okay.
And it also catches fire, so it is also on fire.
Oh, it. Target must make a Constitution saving throw.
And this one is attacking Dewey. That's a natural 1, so it completely misses. And
Great.
for a natural 1, I'll also have it just skip its club attack. It just completely threw itself out that turn. So Earl is up.
Okay. If someone's unconscious and how many times do they, for like a death saving throw, like how long?
If they have 3 successes, they'll be stable. If they have 3 failures, they will be dead.
Okay, so
and right now Kashesi's at 1 success and 0 failures.
Okay, so there's a little time.
Yeah.
If I could. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Come on, Sacred Flame. Just.
Dewey is also looking really, really hurt too. So
yeah,
let's kill these guys first.
Okay. All right. Sacred Flame.
Still have healing potions. Don't y'all still have them?
That failed the saving throw.
Okay. And 7.
7 damage. It looks very hurt, but it's still barely up.
On. What a dead harpy.
And
I mean, it's at least 31.
Okay.
Because I couldn't even get that with my sleep.
And yeah, it's not going to attack. It's going to try to fly away. So that leaves it open for an opportunity attack from both Earl and Dewey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Stab you all over the place.
And I want to make.
I rolled a nat 20, so.
All right. That'll hit.
And is it
So
do I roll twice?
Roll your dice,
and
then double the number that's on the dice, and then add your modifier to it. No, sorry.
So that's
Roll twice. So which are you using your rapier?
yes.
So basically, make it 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah. So plus 6 plus 7 plus 2.
All right.
So bye
So
Harpy.
This harpy just got hurt with a sacred flame and decided basically saw it like jump up and try to fly away. And Dewey just turns around and stabs it as it's flying away, and it falls down hard on the ice with a thud.
Yeah. Good.
All right. Chezzy, a death saving throw.
All right.
You saved your best rolls for now. Come on.
I know, right? Got a 12.
All right, that's the second success.
Yay.
And it's Dewey's turn.
Okay. I'm going to stab this one that's still over here, right? Because the other one's dead.
Yeah, this one's dead.
So. That is a 19.
19 is a hit.
And you will take 10 damage.
10 damage. That one's not looking good.
You know what? I do have one more potion. I'm gonna take one because
Okay.
I don't want to get hit.
Bonus action to take a potion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
This harpy needs to make a Constitution saving throw. It got a natural 1, so it's on fire. It's going to take 6 fire damage. And then it's going to attack Jack. That's only an 8 that misses. And then a 12 misses. It's having a hard time hitting Jack, getting through that shell.
I waxed.
That's Jack's turn.
I rolled a B. That's 25.
You said you rolled a 25? Oh, that's
Yeah.
critical hit?
Is that?
I guess. What is the B? Is that the B on the die?
Yeah, so that's the D&D Beyond logo. So is your damage button
okay.
like glowing now?
It has a green, blue outline.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that, and I think it'll do the crit for you.
13.
Okay, I don't. Did it say what it rolled?
Yeah, a 3, a 7, and a 3. Total 13.
Okay, so it did the crit for you. Okay, cool. 13 damage. This one also is not looking very good, and it's on fire. So they're both having a bad day at this point.
This harpy's fire.
All
That's
right.
what I'm singing right now. In the game, in real game time.
So this other one is going to try to flee as well. So both Dewey and Kishesi will get. Well, Kishesi's unconscious. So Dewey will get another opportunity attack if you want.
Yes. Yeah, that's a 19 plus 4, so I know that hits.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So, and that is going to be 7 damage.
So the same thing. You were just knocking these things out of the sky as they're trying to leave.
I feel like I'm probably like getting their wings, like kind of just like.
Yeah,
like,
just kind of like piercing through it.
Yeah, and making them fall. Yeah.
And they kind of.
What a cat would do. Flight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you have something flying around, like cat's gonna be like, "What's it?"
All right, Earl's turn.
Alrighty. I'm one trick pony until I get my spell slots back. Sacred Flame on the last harpy.
Okay. Just to make sure there's not. What's the range on that? 60 feet. Oh yeah. Natural 20. So I think nothing happens.
Nope.
All right. Are you gonna move it all?
I'm gonna move towards Kasheshi, just to be sort of prepared to either put a shield over her or eventually you spare the die. Things are better.
All right. And Kishesi, another death save.
All right.
Let's do it. Last one.
Nope. Fail. That's
Right.
1.
2 to 6. Was it a natural one?
Mm-hmm.
That counts as 2 failures.
Alright.
So you're at 2 successes and 2 failures. So you're at 1 dice roll away from life or death.
Got it.
No.
And it is Dewey's turn.
And I can't do anything. I don't have spells, and I used both of my potions. this trip.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay. If you have it, then
Yeah, spare the dying is a cantrip for me.
okay. That's good. I guess I will run over to this last one and try to stab them too.
All right.
So that is going to be a dirty 20,
That hit.
and that is 10 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Describe this
At this
bloodthirsty
point-
scene.
I'm like just really annoyed. Like I didn't even want to be here. Like I wanted to leave a long time ago. And I just want to like get this, I like charm this lady. She's probably about to come down and attack us any minute. I'm just like literally do like this frustrated like scream yell and be like, your song sucked, and like stab it.
Okay. Yeah. Stab it to death. Dewey took out all of the harpies.
Ah,
All right, so we are no longer in initiative. Does anyone want to do anything at this point to try to help Kashesi?
Yes.
I do.
Spare the dying it is.
Well, let's just put her in the pot and roll her home.
Either way.
No, I'll use divine sense.
Or wait,
No, not divine sense. Lay on hands.
So the Spare of the Dying basically just makes you stable, so you no longer have to make death saves. You're stable, but you're still unconscious at 0 hit points for now.
so then Jack lays on hands, right? And then he
Yeah,
can add
how many hit points are you laying on?
I'll do 5.
Okay, so you will wake up with 5 hit points.
Yay!
And a
Right.
large turtle man standing over you.
Didn't think I could do that, did you?
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting it, but thank you.
I was about to say, did we just jinx it? Like talking last week about like, don't go too much into your story because you can die, like really
That's
die.
literally what was on my
Character, like,
mind
I was
as
like-
I was like,
oh no.
We just jinxed that.
I was like, I wrote this whole backstory.
And they travel back to town without incident, right?
So
Right.
you're hoisting this 50-pound cauldron and walking across the frozen lake back towards East Haven. And we'll pick up there
Yeah.
next time.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Oh.
You guys made it out of the cave.
Man, we wanted combat, right? Like,
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone who's been watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.